Hi everybody, welcome to Brand Tip Tuesday with Tammy Zurak, this time in voice only. So last week's Brand Tip Tuesday, we talked about demographics, and do you know what your demographics are? It got me thinking, maybe you don't know what your demographics are, so I decided to have a little look inside Google Analytics. You can also go into your Facebook analytics and see a lot of good information there, and it's really easy to find. Google Analytics to me is a little bit hard for the layman to find kind of the information that you're looking for, but I did want to go over just some of the basics so you could at least be looking at this stuff. If you haven't set up Google Analytics, you're going to want to. This is for your website traffic. So at the end of the day, we're pushing all of our traffic to our website. This is how you're measuring your performance, essentially your virtual retail space, what's happening online. And if you're not looking at this information, then you really have no idea what's going on or how effective you're being. So if you're looking at this screen, you see the, actually I'm on the behavior page. Let me move to, I just had my mouse in the wrong spot. You see here I was under audience and then overview. So this is for my portrait site, zphotog.net. That's zphotog.net, in case you wanted to look at that later to kind of get the other side of the view, if you will. But this is what you're looking at here. I'm just going to use my mouse here. Hopefully you can see that. You can see here, these are the users per day. And this period, if we go off to the right here, is from February 27th to March 5th. So each day, as we scroll across here, I'm going to go back with my mouse. You see Tuesday, there were 12 users. 13 Wednesday, so on and so forth. So the best day out of that time range looks like, what was the other day there? It must be this one, 13 people in one day, and then it dips down here on Sunday. So apparently nobody was shopping on my website on Sunday or having a look. Then you can see here users. So in that same time frame, there were 66 users total, so that means just everyone. Of those 66, 58 of them were new users, so these were people that had not been there before. There were 78 total sessions. Number of sessions per user, 1.18. So somebody came back more than once. Page views over the total, 279. Pages per session, so 3.58. So this is what I would consider to be good news. Is these people have come onto my site. On average, of these 66 users, they viewed 3.58 pages per session. So they didn't simply come onto one page and then leave the site. They went on to essentially 3.5 pages looking for more information, or hopefully because they were interested in finding more information out about what I do. Average session duration, 2.02 minutes. So again, happy with that. Always want it to be higher, but if you're getting a lower number there, then the content that you're providing is not of interest. I didn't look up the average time spent, but you can say on average, most people are a minute or under if they're not finding what they're looking for. So 2 minutes is not too bad. And then the bounce rate, 48.72%. So the bounce rate is basically what it's the percentage of single page sessions. So in other words, if you Google something and you are looking for information, you land on a page, you read the first paragraph and decide that's not the page for you, you leave. So you've bounced off that page. So in this case, 48.72%, so let's just call it half the people bounced off, the other half stuck. The numbers, if you're looking for what are the good numbers, 25 to 40% is a really good bounce rate. 41 to 55, so that range that I fall in there is average. So yours, if you're in the same range, you're going to be average. If your number is higher than 55%, then you're getting more bounce than you want. And again, you want to think about what pages are you sending people to, and why aren't they finding the information that they need, or what about your page isn't appealing to somebody? I also wanted to show you over here. So this percentage, 58 users, or 81.7% of the people coming to my site here in this time frame are new visitors, and 18.3% or 13 users are returning visitors. So returning visitors is great. On my YourBrandMentor.com site that you're listening to me on, or watching, typically on Brand Tip Tuesday, me on, that number is 42%. So the good news is that a lot of people return for information, and because I do a weekly broadcast, this is what entices people to come back, right? So are you providing content that is creating a following of people that will come back to you on a regular basis? So again, the higher the number, depending on what your site is, the better. Oftentimes we're engaging people over and over, and if they're returning to us, that is generally a good thing. Let's see here. I also wanted to show you under acquisition here on the left-hand side. Let's see here. So I want to go to traffic, and then I want to go to source/medium. So this is, where is your traffic coming from? So you can see here over, again, that same time frame, February 27th to March 5th. These are the different sources of traffic to my page. So of the 66 people that we were talking, or users that we were talking about, 25 of them came from an organic search on Google. So they typed in some words that led them to click to my page. Sue Bryce Education was a referral site, and as were Pinterest, mobile Facebook, regular Facebook on a desktop. This is a I forget what they call it. It's you can Google it. It's another designation for Facebook that is linked outside of mobile and regular desktop, and then Google Plus, also a referral. So the referral sites are great because obviously in this case it's my second highest referrer, and then on down the line these are also all referral sources. So these might come from, if you happen to follow me because you're a fan or a follower of Sue Bryce Education, you know that I'm a mentor there. So I'm listed on Sue's page as a mentor, so I'm getting referral traffic coming from that. And this past week, you can see that was 15. Direct or /none means somebody physically typed in my web address and then went right into their browser and then went right to my site. So 10 of that 66 directly typed in my information. So this comes from me doing networking, me, handing somebody my business card and them going and looking me up directly, or someone else referring me directly by giving my email, or my website address. So again, this is great for me if people are going directly to my site. So these are good things to pay attention to, because if you're getting referrals, you can see Pinterest is here. I get, in this short time frame, I got 6. Pinterest is a very good referral source for me. I am a photographer on this site. This is my photography website, so I have a lot of images that are on Pinterest, which tend to send people to my site. I also have blog content that sends people. I have a blog from a good probably 4 years ago, maybe even 5 now, that is my highest referring click-through from Pinterest, because it was actually how to create angel wings, and apparently a lot of people want to know how to do that. So I get a lot of interest there. If you have a business brand that is visually based, a lot of you do, or can be represented as how-tos or a lot of information that people want, you can create that visual piece on Pinterest and drive traffic to your brand on your website, which is a great thing. Let's see, what else did I want to cover with you? I think I covered most of it. The other thing was interactions per visit. Let me see if I can find that, because now I bet you I can't. Let me go back to the overview. Actually, I think I did cover that interactions kind of went through this area of number of sessions per user and average session duration. I believe that's what I wanted to cover. Sorry, guys. All right. So that is most of the information, but spend some time going through. You can see there's a lot of great information here. Real time. If you do some postings where you're posting immediately, you've got great information, and you post it on social with links back to a particular, say, landing page, and you want to see if it captures attention right away, you can go on this real-time overview and you can see around the world, this is the entire world where people are logging in and how many people are active on the site. When I post Brand Tip Tuesdays, I sometimes do that to see how many of you guys are clicking on and where you're coming from, because it's kind of interesting to watch. And the different locations, again, that's going to be real time, so there's not going to be anybody there. But go through, spend some time going through all of these different buttons on the left-hand side, because you'll find all kinds of great information that will help you understand your brand. But we don't have time on Brand Tip Tuesday to go through this in depth, so I just wanted to give you a blush. Maybe you haven't looked at this ever, or maybe you just don't look at it very often, but I wanted to kind of give you that quick view. And that's it for today. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you next week on Brand Tip Tuesday. Bye, guys.